Ik spreek wel een beetje Nederlands, maar mijn instrument kan geen Nederlands verstaan, dus I'll say it in English. I like to introduce my instrument. My instrument comes from Mali, and the name is Ngoni, and I come from a little island in the Caribbean. So we call it Statia. We say Statia.
Yeah, which island?
It's I'm explaining that. The island we call it Statia, but you would know it by Saint Eustatius. You see, the difference is that we never saw any saints there, so we took the saint already. So we don't say Saint Eustatius, we just say Statia. Drink kora, nilele ma, yeah. De bade manje van velo. Yeah, yeah, ha, ma dinko no, yeah. Yeah, yeah, ha, ma dinko no, yeah. Nilele ma dinkoro, nilele ma ha. De bade manje van velo, yeah. Yeah, yeah, ha, ma dinko no, yeah. Yeah, yeah, ha, ma dinko no, yeah. Lord God, we say kingdom. Yes, we say kingdom come. King man and king woman hold on to one, yeah. One man want to dance internationally, while the other man a dance around the national tree. Lord God is program like a demon you see, yeah. Cause in reality, what have this one done for me? Know that the pain's done, and we're shining in the star. Man come from all them distant and far, the war. For when it's based on a fool, nothing else but self, that man don't teach ya know. Ah, what a mistake, what a mystical one, yeah. In this time, these African children, lately, man, them a pass so much laws, yeah. Them latest intelligence just make I man laugh, cause it's the ancient intention, yeah. To keep I man down there, for some bang kodaling kodale fuwa mugulum with a milum, yeah. Fuwa mugulum with a milum. Fuwa basam bang kodaling kodale fuwa mugulum lumbole milo, yeah. Fua, yeah. Fua mogom, hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ha, lumbari adumini, fua, yeah. Fua mogom lumbole milo, yeah. Thank you. By the noise that you make, I would say that you enjoyed my instrument and me. Yeah. Thank you again. Yeah. Grounded, why did you run away? Grounded, why did you run away? Why did you run away? Why did you run away? Said you should know by now you're just a nasty cow. Only time will tell, you'll surely burn in hell. With no house to my name and no one to blame. Mr. Harvey and Jane, I blame you all the same. No preacher man come pray, come back and pray again. Hey, Brown Day, why did you run away? Oh, Brown Day, why did you run away? Why did you run away? Why did you run away? Da 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 de, bam bam bo do de da de, da 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 de, da 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 de da de, da 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 de, da 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 de da de, da 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 de da de, da 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 de. I heard you leave the land with another man, carrying my money pan in your dirty hand. No commissioner and administrator, come and help this man get back his money pan. Don't let this woman fool this humble station man. Hey, Brown Day, why did you run away? Oh, Brown Day, why did you run away? Why did you run away? Why did you run away? Now that the money's done, Brown Day back want to have fun. Lord preacher man today, God heard your prayer, I say. No, Brown Day, get down low. Let me tell you what I know. Down on feet and hands, so I can make you understand. While I go see Chemical Alley and come back before I attack. Hey, Brown Day, why did you run away? Oh, Brown Day, why did you run away? 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 And now make some noise for yourself. Thank you. Oh yes, you know the song. You may not know it, recognize it in the right place, but I'm sure you know this song. Da 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 Pistol shots rung out in a bar room now. Enter Patty Bellington at the upper hall. She sees a baton in a pool of blood. Cries out, my God, he killed them all. Here comes the story of the hurricane. A man the authority came to blame for something they never done. Put in a prison cell, but one time he could have been champion of the world. Three bodies lying there, does Miss Patty see? Another man named Bella moving around mysteriously. I didn't do it, he said, and he chose up his hands. I was only robbing the register, I hope you understand. I said I'm leaving, he said, and then he stopped. One of us had better call the cops. And so Petty calls the cops. They arrive on the scene with their red lights flashing in a hot New Jersey night. Meanwhile, far away in another part of town, Reuben Carter and a few friends, they're just driving around. Number one contender for the middleweight crowd had no idea what kind of shit was about to go down when the cops pulled him over to the side of the road. Just like the time before and the time before that. You see, in Patterson, that's just the way things go. If you're black, you might as well not show up on the streets unless you want to try to again. Bello had a partner and he had a rap for the cops. Him and actor next to him and actor next to Bradley were just out prowling around his head. I saw three men running out. They looked like middleweights. Jump into a white car without staying plates. Paddy Wellington just nodded head. The cops said, wait a minute, boy, there's one here and he's not dead. So they took him to the infirmary. And though that man could hardly see, he told them he could identify the guilty man. It was 5 in the morning and the hall Reuben in. Took him to the hospital and they brought him upstairs. The wounded man looked up to his one eye and I said, why did you bring this guy in here for? He ain't the guy. Oh yeah, this is the story of the hurricane. A man the authority came to blame for something that he never done. No. Put in a prison cell but one time, he could have been another champion of the world. 4 months later, the ghetto's on flame. Reuben in South America, fighting for his name. While after Dexter Bradley, still in the robbery game. And the cops are putting the screws to him, looking for someone to blame. Remember that murder that happened in the bar? Remember you said you better wake up. Think you like to play ball with the law? I think it might have been that fighter that you saw running that night. Don't forget that you are white. After Dexter Bradley said, I'm really not sure. The cops said, poor boy like you could use a break. We've got you for the motel job. And we are talking to your friend Bello. If you don't want to go back to jail, be a nice fellow. You'll be doing society a favor. That son of a bitch is brave and getting braver. We want to put his ass in stern. Pin this triple murder on him. He ain't the gentleman Jim. Reuben Carter could put a man out with just one punch. But he never liked to talk about it all that much. It's my work, he said, and I do it for pay. And when it's all over, just as soon go on my way, up to some paradise, where the strong streams flow and the air is so nice. Ride a horse along the trail, but then they took him to a jailhouse, where they tried to turn a man into a mouse. All Reuben cars were parked in advance. The trial was a pig circus. He'd never had a chance. The judge made Reuben witnesses, junkers from the slum. To the white folks who watched, he was just a revolutionary bum. To the black folks, just a crazy brother. Down in the ghetto, no one doubted that he pulled the trigger. And though they could not produce a gun, the DA said he was the one who done the deed, and the all-white jury agreed. Reuben Carter was falsely tried. The case was more than one. Guess who testified? After Dexter Bradley and the both Bradley lied. And the newspaper, they all went along for the ride. How could the life of such a man be put in the palms of some fool hand? To see him obviously famed couldn't help but make me feel ashamed to live in a land where justice is a game. Now all the criminals in their coats and their ties are free to drink martini and watch the beautiful sunrise, while Reuben sitting like Buddha in a 10-foot cell, innocent man in a living hell. This was the story of the hurricane, but it won't be over until they give him back his name. Give him back the time he's done, put in the prison cell. But one time, he could have been another champion of the world. Thank you. Thank you, Katrina. Thank you also for allowing me to come tonight. Thank you.